Hey Godo, didn't
Hold on, I'm gonna get some water.
Now it's time to press buttons and talk with Manky and ProZD.
Hey Godo, didn't anybody ever tell you that smoking's bad?
Oh, that's the joke you really wanted to say.
It wasn't supposed to be that much of a build-up, but then it was...
This old man is my drop of milk.
Captain Crunch, you called me a drip?
It's gonna drink you, dude.
This is the victim's coffee cup in which the potassium cyanide was found. The mark on the rim clearly shows that the victim picked it up with his right hand. I'll never back down. I know I'm right. The lad drank his Dramamine with his left hand.
Let me put you out of your misery. Clearly the victim used both hands.
Okay.
He took a sip with the cup held in his right hand and then switched to his left. You know, that's what everybody does. That's what the old man saw.
Objection! Impossible! You cannot do that.
Is it impossible?
It is impossible. The witness has already testified on numerous occasions that the victim died immediately after taking just one sip of the coffee.
Balls. Objection. What we just said? Balls.
Balls.
Which hand the victim used to pick up his cup is irrelevant, Your Honor.
The objection thing is balls, and then he doesn't have dialogue after it, just pans over and goes to someone else.
All right, well,
Okay, we'll just move to somebody else.
the facts still stand. With one hand or the other, Mr. Elg drank the poisoned coffee.
One hand.
Like this.
Objection! Sadly, Mr. Godo, that doesn't wash.
Also, do you want to just show off how you can drink coffee?
It's also spilling.
It's not impressive.
Spilling all over your shirt.
You look like a child.
Clearly not getting it all in. The point of this testimony was to establish whether the witness's memory was credible. And the results are clear. He sucks. The testimony given by this witness is useless.
Puh!
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 Puh! Hey, I can drink fast too. Oh, no!
Ow! I believe it is time to conclude today's proceedings.
How does he do
Things
that?
are getting out of hand. I am satisfied that the witness is not deceiving the court. But to be frank, his testimony is a farce. Now, did you have to be so frank? Take that, you pompous old fogey! I'm sorry, Mr. Kudo. You can't reach me from there.
He throws like
I am
a
God.
foot in front of him.
I'm ordering the defense and the prosecution to investigate this case further. That is all for now. This court is adjourned. What a fucking waste of... Oh.
Hold her. Oh.
Wait! If we stop now, where does that leave me?
Oh, we're gonna kill you.
Leave you, Mr. Yeah, we're going to kill you. Thanks to that blue-suited young upstart over there.
Hey, that's me.
I'm just a bumbling old man who can't even dot his T's or cross his I's now.
I didn't do that to you. How is your bad memory my fault?
I'm sorry, Mr. Kudo, but there's nothing I can do. I've kept my mouth shut until now. But there's something else the court should know.
What?
There's more?
To be perfectly honest, it might not be anything. But I want another chance. I want another crack at you, you young shark.
Oh, your vitamins do not reach any distance at all. Me? He's looking at me like I'm some sort of evil shogun.
That is a weak throw.
Well, everyone, what do you say to one final showdown? For old time's sake. The final chapter in this eccentric old man's scrapbook.
Prize the whole page about Ka.
Sorry, Gramps. I've already had my 17th cup of coffee.
Every other page is about Ka.
What have you got to lose, Captain Crunch?
It's not a very good
I'll give you all the Giovacchino you want if you come to my house after the trial. I may be 66 years old, but Victor Kudo is still a man.
68.
Did it say 68?
68.
I like to think he's 66 in my head canon.
That's enough, witness. I believe it will be quicker for the court to just hear your testimony.
There's fierce controversy in the fandom over whether he's 68
You
or
bet!
66.
Much quicker! Also, I'm 66!
I can't believe this is happening. He's clearly 68.
I think he might be 66. You better get ready, youngster!
I get the picture. Just quit throwing those seeds in my direction, would you? He's got to be using some sort of infinite fourth wall. Infinite ammo
whoa.
code with that box of seeds.
Some kind of Konami code or
Whoa.
something. Whoa!
Us gamers, am I right? Whoa.
What?
What was that review show? The X, whatever.
X-Play or...
X-Play, I think.
I forget.
Maybe.
I
Okay, I'm not. Wait, is this?
This is a testimony.
No, first of all, I want to stress that this might be nothing. I forgot if you were doing.
I thought you were just really thinking hard about whether it was called the X, whatever it was.
I forgot if we were doing a cross-examination or not. I'm not too sure of myself. The young boy slumped over the table as soon as he took one sip of his Javachino. Well, the clumsy idiot upset the vase. He knocked it right over.
Oh, this is new.
It broke, and a strip of cloth covering the table got completely soaked. Well, how about that? Turn things upside down, 66!
Maybe the Javachino was really bad. And he just died because it sucked.
Is that all? Yes, that's all. I remember it perfectly. Huh? You're doubting me again? You're doubting a poor, defenseless old man? No, we are not doubting you, Mr. Kudo.
Don't you get the feeling there's a question hanging on everyone's lips, Nick?
Yeah. 66 or 68? It's gotta be 66.
The burning controversy continues.
So what? Probably. That's all I can think of. And I have to cross-examine this guy.
You're a bird brain, that's all. That's why that's all you can think of.
Hey, fuck you.
Hey.
You called me a bird brain.
I'm a little harsh. Very well, Mr. Wright, your final cross-examination, please.
Don't play with fire if you don't want to get burned, old man.
I'm 66 years old.
See, I knew it.
I'm just a little grandpa.
He said 68 earlier, Nick.
All right.
It's nothing. Okay, the boy slumped over a table as soon as he took one sip of his Davachino.
Okay.
Clumsy idiot upset the vase.
Press that.
Yeah, this is new.
This is fun. This is new.
A vase, you say? How fancy. This is
Yes, there are vases on all the tables in that place. There are accidents waiting to happen. They're practically begging to be knocked over.
Please knock me over.
Well, he's right about there being vases. I do remember seeing them, too. They're screaming to be knocked
Look
over.
at the evidence real quick. Look at that crime scene photo, and let's see if they're...
Oh, wait, this is the wrong menu.
I mean, if you're scared about the
I
evidence...
just don't know. Can I even... Oh, yeah.
It's over. It's on... Yeah.
Crime photo. It's right there.
It doesn't look all knocked over to me.
All right. All right. Something's wrong. Something's wrong. There was a vase on the table when I ate lunch there, and you saw the moment when the victim actually knocked over the vase?
Well, it's hard to say. It's a bit unclear. How do you really define vase?
Okay, I get it. It's a metaphorical vase.
I heard it break, and the sign of it is burned into my memory as clear as day.
Did it scream? Okay. Which one of these would... I guess this would be the one, yeah.
That's clearly not.
But the other one also describes the scene. All right. The vase is up. You fool. Mr. Kudo, this is a photograph of the crime scene.
Huh. So what? What's a photograph?
Much like your penis when you discuss Ka from Jungle Book, look carefully at this table, for the vase is erect.
Damn, good one.
The vase is there, intact.
And erect.
Huh? Well, my penis is intact.
Lost your penis, Granddad?
I hope not. I'm no granddad of yours, hopscotch!
Ow, fuck you, don't call me hopscotch. Ouch.
Enough.
How'd you get stronger?
If you throw any more seeds in this courtroom, the cleaners will be... Bill will be here all night. Ah!
Of course I have to do it. It's...
What? What is it now? I just remembered something.
Yes? Go on.
The broken vase. It was on my table.
The fuck? What?
Well, you see. It startled me when that young lad collapsed. So I stood up. It must have been when it fell over. The vase on my table, I mean. The vase on your table? Yes, it was on my table. And that's how my groin can be completely gone.
Oh no, that's so sad. I'm so sorry that you lost your penis. Kodo's happy.
I was like,
This is the best. This is the funniest thing I've ever heard. Check to make sure my penis is still there.
Thank you, Mr. Kudo. You've certainly earned your kudos for today. I'd like to ask a question now. Have I been any use at all? Perhaps that's something you should reflect on yourself, Mr. Kudo.
Damn.
Wait a minute! If that's the case, there's more! I got more to say! Oh, yes, I remember something else! Jesus, Bill, escort the witness out of the courtroom.
He can just leave. I mean...
Wait, listen to me! Well, we seem to have been considerably sidetracked for like 3 episodes, and I am still not in a position to deliver a verdict.
But I will anyway. Guilty.
The defendant has not been positively identified as the waitress in question. Additionally, there are 2 disparities in the testimony we have heard thus far.
The mark on the coffee cup that the victim supposedly drank from with his left hand, bullshit, and the earpiece, which was inserted into his left ear out of which he couldn't hear unless the medicine was instantaneous.
Wow, Nick, you did it.
I therefore require both the defense and the prosecution to further investigate the facts.
Yes, Your Honor.
No.
There is one more thing before I call today's session to an end.
One more thing, Your Honor?
The witness we just heard from, he is most insistent that his testimony should be of use. So he summarized it accordingly into this statement, and I'm going to rip it in half.
Okay, that's appropriate, because he clearly has nothing to say.
You may each have a copy of it to rip if you wish.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Whatever. The prosecution doesn't need props like that, so...
We'll take it.
Rip.
We'll all rip it together.
Goto's really mad, huh?
Yeah, I would be too if I had to do a whole nother investigation day.
Very well.
Which I do.
Here you are then, Mr. Wright. There are 3 copies, my own, yours, and Mr. Goto's.
I wonder how that's going to be significant. That's weirdly
Not at
specific.
all.
Yes, Your Honor.
Only 3.
Okay.
Only 3.
I'm sorry, this isn't a piece of testimony. More like a 5-year-old's apology.
What the heck are we supposed to do with 3 copies? Remember that. Don't forget, 3 copies.
That is all. This court is adjourned. 3 copies.
3 copies.
3 copies.
Oui, oui.
Oui, oui.
I'm French.
Scooby-Dee, oui, oui.
Where's the cake?
Where's the cake?
That's what French people say.
where's the cake?
That's what they say in
Oh la
France.
la, where's the cake?
Where's the cake? I'm hungry for cake.
So how do you think the trial went this morning?
How do you think it went?
You got a bit crazy in there. I just wonder if that killed our chances.
Yeah, I guess it did get out of hand. Mr. Kudo's testimony did nothing to help us.
But he made 3 copies of his thing.
Plus, now we don't even know the identity of the waitress who laced the coffee.
All we know is what old man Kudo saw. The apron straps, the ribbon.
And that the victim was wearing an earpiece when his eardrum was ruptured.
Talk about a terrifying case of contradictionitis.
Time to play doctor and find ourselves a cure then, huh?
Yeah. We've got to find one for Maggie, or she's gonna have a terminal case of guilty. That wasn't very good, I'm sorry.
The contradictionitis was pretty good, though.
It was.
It was like a 5 out of 10.
That's a big word. Gumshoe.
Gumshoe. Here, boy.
Gumshoe.
Gumshoe.
Looks like Gumshoe's not here.
What the hell are you doing?
He usually responds immediately.
He is
to
not
that.
a dog. He is a man.
He's a little bit of a dog.
Never mind that. What's going on? It feels different in here somehow. I feel the aura of the baby badger.
You think?
Yeah. Everyone seems to be on edge.
What are you doing? Call the officers for the briefing, quick!
Can't you see?
Can't you shut down the station's server? Chief, quit playing on the internet!
But my email pen pal, lead Asian princess.
Oh yeah, my favorite.
You can take over.
Save it for later. I'm turning it off for now.
No, the lead Asian princess.
Everyone's keeping busy in here, huh? Hard day of work.
Keeping busy, more like panicking if you ask me.
What are you talking about? It's normal.
Something's going on. Something big.
Oh, they're always like this. They don't actually do any work, so I guess we'll talk to him. Why isn't this guy like a real character? He's just like a piece of the
He's
background.
just a doll. This must be the this is just
I don't know if we're gonna talk. He looks lost now the computer's been cut.
Oh, well, I guess I'll just have to write here a real letter instead of an email.
Alternatively, you could write up some reports, Dick.
Dear lead Asian princess,
They
how
really
are
love
you?
this job.
I'm okay. How was the show last night?
Wow, what an awesome job. Maybe I should send in my resume. Okay.
I think we just gotta come back.
Okay. Sometimes there's stuff to
Let's visit
observe
Mago.
in here. Mago.
January 7th, visitor's room.
I guess
Yes.
Maggie's still in questioning.
But we've got questions to ask her too. Maggie!
Maggie!
Keep it down, Maya. This isn't a playground, you know.
Pickle Cop, where'd she go? You're supposed to watch her.
She's in questioning. You just said that.
Well, don't let them do that.
Like, that's not my job.
Empty. There's nobody to talk to in this investigation.
Yeah, this part is
As
just
usual.
all kind of a nice change of pace with these characters. Yeah, and it's lunchtime too.
That's it. Come on.
Come on. Hey, that sounds like...
Now just call an 8, pal. Come on, I know you can.
He's getting really worked up about something.
No, that's the wrong number. Looks like an 8 would have had only netted me $5 anyway. What a ripoff.
Maybe next time Gumshoe will have better luck.
I hope
guy.
so.
His 8.
He's 8,
Not.
only would have gotten a 5.